Stop the video right now. Look at your watch later playlist. Count how many motivational videos are sitting there unwatched. That was me in 2020. 156 saved videos, 47 different courses, and 0 real progress. I'm going to share what finally changed everything. Because I know exactly where you are, I lived it. Let me share a painful truth that changed my life. You don't need another dose of motivation. You need to face the brutal reality of why you're still stuck. This isn't going to be gentle. This isn't going to coddle you. But if you're ready to stop being a spectator in your own life like I was, stick around. Number 1, the inspiration trap. Take out your phone, open your screen time stats. Look at how many hours you spent consuming content last week. I'll go first. Mine was 6.4 hours daily. Just scrolling, saving, planning. Never doing. Here's what nobody told me about inspiration. It's just sophisticated procrastination. I used to wake up every morning, watch those rags to riches stories, feel that surge of possibility, and tell myself, tomorrow I'm a changed man. But tomorrow would come, and I'd be back on YouTube, hunting for that next motivational hit. I spent 3 years like this. 3 years. If inspiration alone worked, wouldn't you be unstoppable by now? The harsh reality I faced in my parents' basement at 25. Every minute you spend watching someone else's success story is a minute you're not writing your own. But wait, you might say. I need to learn from successful people. I use that excuse too. But here's what I discovered after wasting those 3 years of my life. Number 2, the execution truth. Success leaves clues, but they're not in the motivational quotes these people post. They're in the unglamorous daily actions nobody sees. Let me prove it to you. In 2020, I was the king of productive procrastination, living in my parents' basement, calling myself an entrepreneur while really just being a professional course collector. A meticulously organized Notion workspace. But my bank account, empty. My business, non-existent. The turning point wasn't another video. It was the day my younger brother walked into my room, saw me watching yet another millionaire morning routine video, and said something I'll never forget. You know what the difference is between you and that guy? He's building while you're watching. That stung, but it changed everything. That day, I deleted every single save for later bookmark and made a brutal rule. For every hour of consumption, 3 hours of creation, no exceptions. In the first week, I wrote more content than I had in the previous 3 months combined. This is where most guys get it wrong, exactly where I got it wrong for years. They think success is about finding the perfect strategy, the perfect moment, or the perfect amount of preparation. But success is brutally simple. It's about showing up and doing the work, especially when you don't feel like it. Number 3, the excuse destroyer. Let's destroy your favorite excuses. The same ones that kept me stuck for years. Open your notes app. First, I don't have time. I told myself this while binge watching entire seasons of Breaking Bad. The reality? My first time audit revealed 4.5 hours of daily waste. The solution is simple. Tomorrow, track every 30-minute block. You'll find at least 2 hours you're wasting. Next, I need to learn more first. Want to know how much of those 47 courses I actually needed? 3. The rest was procrastination disguised as preparation. After this video, set a timer for 25 minutes and implement just one thing you already know. Finally, I'm waiting for the right moment. This excuse cost me 3 years. The right moment is a myth. Starts so small it feels ridiculous. My first content creation day, I wrote 1 paragraph. 1. That paragraph became a blog post, which became a website, which became my first profitable business. Number 4, the action protocol. Here's the exact system that turned my life around. Your first task is the 24-hour audit, the same one that shocked me into action. Screenshot your screen time right now. For the next 24 hours, record everything you consume. I found that 90% of my research led to 0 action. This reality check hurts, but it's necessary. Next comes the creation switch. I'll tell you what I did: deleted every single watch later video, unfollowed every motivational account, and blocked my biggest time-wasting sites. Then I carved out 2 daily power hours, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., purely for execution. For accountability, you need what I call a failure isn't private system. My brother was my first accountability partner. Know what he did when I missed our 6 a.m. check-ins? Posted my failures in our family group chat. Embarrassing? Absolutely. Effective? Like nothing else. The reality mirror comes next. I still have my first before photo saved, a reminder of where I started. Write down your current metrics, weight, income, skills, whatever matters. Set 3 targets, 30, 60, and 90 days. Let me share the exact tracking system that transformed my life. Every morning at 5 a.m., I log my energy level and set one non-negotiable goal. Each evening, I review my actions and identify my biggest roadblock. Weekly, I assess my metrics and adjust. Hold up, I know what you're thinking. Another tracking system, but let me show you why this one's different. Number 5, common pitfalls that kill execution. Let's address the traps that almost destroyed my progress. The first trap is what I call the just one more syndrome. I used to tell myself I'd watch just one more video, read one more article, take one more course. Before I knew it, I'd spent another month in education mode with zero implementation. My solution? A hard 3-day limit on learning phases. After that, it's pure execution. Pause right now. Look at the last thing you researched extensively. Write down how many hours you spent learning versus doing. I'll wait, because this changed everything for me. The second killer is the perfectionism loop. This was my specialty. I spent 8 months perfecting my first online course. Know what finally worked? When I scrapped everything and launched a basic version in 3 days. It wasn't perfect, but it made my first $2,000. The third pitfall is the complexity excuse. I convinced myself my situation was different, more complicated than others. No, it wasn't. I was making it complicated to avoid taking action. The solution? Radical simplification. Number 6, the implementation framework. Here's the exact blueprint that I used for turning knowledge into results. I call it the 1-3-5 method. You start with one major goal, break it into 3 monthly targets, and create 5 weekly actions. Let me show you how this works. Say your goal is to lose 20 pounds. Your first monthly target focuses on establishing your baseline and losing the first 5 pounds. Month 2 is about optimizing your nutrition and dropping the next 8 pounds. The final month increases intensity to shed those last 7 pounds. Your weekly actions become your foundation. Monday becomes your meal prep day. Tuesday and Thursday are for strength training. Wednesday and Friday focus on cardio. The weekend is for recovery and planning the week ahead. This system removes all guesswork and creates a clear path forward. Grab your phone now. Open your calendar app. Block out the next 2 hours after this video for your first implementation session. Do it now. I'm serious. Pause the video and do it. Number 7, the 7-day challenge. For the next 7 days, you're doing exactly what I did, a complete motivation detox. Here's your daily mission. Day 1 is the purge. Delete everything in your Watch Later playlist like I did. Unfollow those motivational accounts. Set up website blockers. Create your action schedule. Days 2 and 3 focus on building your foundation. Start small. My first day, 1 paragraph. 1 email to a potential client. 1 workout. Document everything. Days 4 and 5 are about momentum. This is when you increase intensity. Share your progress publicly. Connect with your accountability partner. Eliminate time wasters. The final 2 days are for honest assessment. Review your actions, measure your results, adjust your approach, plan week 2. This is where most guys click away, but here's what separated me from where I was to where I am now. Look, you can keep collecting motivation like Pokemon cards, hoping one day you'll have enough to start. That's what I did for 3 years. Or you can close this video right now and do the one thing that actually matters, execute. Remember, I started exactly where you are. Basement dweller, course collector, professional procrastinator. The only difference between then and now, I chose execution over inspiration. Your excuses expire today. Your waiting period is over. Your time for action is now. Close this video, open your notes, and take your first real step toward the man you know you can become. This isn't just another motivational video. This is your wake-up call. Now get to work.